Hello and welcome to lesson 6F. I can use the side splitter theorem and the triangle angle bisector theorem to find missing values in a triangle. So we're going to look at really three theorems today. And the first one is the side splitter theorem. And what it says is that if I've got a line that is parallel to a side of a triangle, so we've got a line that's parallel here, then and intersects the two sides, then it's actually going to divide those sides proportionally. So that QT over TR is going to be proportional to SU over RU. Okay, right here. I'm using the dots. That's not an established method by mathematicians. I just think it's easier. They're not congruent, but they are in proportion. So there's this nice relationship with our split sides. So let's look at this example. In the picture above, let QR, so Q to R, equal 10, and U to R is 8, and T to R is 6. Okay, I want to find, I cannot actually find UT. I want to find US and RS. Well, real quick, our side splitter theorem only deals with the part of the sides, not the whole side length. So rather than using this 10, I'm actually going to do 10 minus 6 to establish this piece right here is 4. So our relationship is that 4 over 6, right, QT over TR must be equal to, I'm going to put an X right here for US, X over 8. And then all we have to do now is cross multiply. So I get 32 is equal to 6x, divide both sides by 6. Well, 2 goes into both of those, so I get 16 over 3 is the value of x. Well, that's the length of US, okay? Well, RS, which is the other thing I want to find, is going to be equal to 8 plus 16 over 3. Well, I need common denominators in order to add fractions. So I'm going to multiply 8 by 3 to get 24 over 3 plus 16 over 3, which gets me 40 over 3 for the length of RS. All right, let's now look at the corollary to the side splitter theorem. So if I just have lots of parallel lines, so here's 3 parallel lines, you can kind of see how if we were to extend these, we'd eventually create something triangular in general. Well, it turns out that if I've got 3 parallel lines, then the intercepted segments on the transversals are also proportional. So my XW and WV will be in proportion to YZ and ZM. So let's look at an example of that. Down here, we've got our 3 parallel lines. Well, that means that XW, that's 5x, over WV is 4x, must be in proportion to YZ, 6x minus 10, over ZM, 4x plus 8. Well, I am actually going to reduce things real quick to make life a little bit easier. Do you notice how your x's cancel here and there's a factor of 2 in all of this? So I get 5 over 4 equals, I'm going to cancel a 2 out of everything here, 3x minus 5 over 2x plus 4. I could take a 2 out of each number, so that was allowed. Now I'm going to cross multiply. So I get 5 times 2x plus 4 is equal to 4 times 3x minus 5. We're going to distribute 10x plus 20. That's a plus, not a 4, I promise. 10x plus 20, whoa, it's just getting worse, isn't it? Is equal to 12x minus 20. I'm going to get all my x's on one side and my numbers on the other. I subtract 10 over here to get 2x, add 20 over here to get 40, divide by 2, I get that 20 is the value of x, and that's my answer. All right, our last theorem in this lesson is the triangle angle bisector theorem. And what our triangle angle bisector theorem states is that if a segment bisects any angle of a triangle, so here angle B has been bisected by segment BC, Then it divides the opposite side into two segments that are proportional to the two other sides of the triangle. So basically, AC and CD are going to be in proportion. AC and CD are going to be in proportion to AB over BD. So really, you've got like these two smaller triangles that have been created, and their sides are now in proportion. So let's do an example. Here, I've got AC is 10, so 10 over CD is 18 must be equal to, well, on this side we've got 12 over this side is x. I'm going to cross multiply. I get 10x equals 216. So x equals 216 divided by 10. I can take a 2 out of both. I get 108 over 5 as my answer. All right, that's the end of this lesson, guys. Go ahead and do the MML practice and have a great day.